What's up, YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson here once again. Thank you guys so much for coming back for another video here in Central North Carolina. Yes, we're inside, we're at my computer, and I actually have a decent webcam that I'm trying out today to see if it's going to help me to do podcasts and other things in the future, Zoom, calls, things of that nature. Let me know your thoughts on the quality, the sound of this video. I'll get a sense of what this is going to look like in the editing part of this video. But instead of going outside and chattering my teeth and being out there with really not a whole lot to show you guys in these cold winter months, I like to have something set up here at the computer like many others do. We're just limited in space here to be able to bring you a quick message this week and at least talk about lawn care items, even though we can't go out and do a whole lot right now. So thank you so much for the continued support. Thank you to my members. Thank you to the subscribers out there, man. We appreciate you guys. Hope you've had a great Christmas, holiday, New Year. I know we got probably different people dipping in and out of lawn care videos this time of year because it's just not in season when we're talking about fescue. I know currently we're dealing with a big snowstorm up above us. We're not really getting any of that. We had a little bit of sleet on the way up the home from church the other day. But besides that, I think Friday night we have a chance of some wintry mix. But it's going to be 41 on Saturday, so then it's all going to melt. That's kind of the Carolina way. We get some, and then it's gone. I kind of prefer that. So some of you up north may be saying, bring that on over here. We need 41 degrees because I know you're piled up with snow. So hope you're staying warm. Hope you're staying cozy. The lawn care is going to come soon enough. The real purpose of this video, I've not really just been engaged. I've not really been excited or motivated about getting on camera and talking about lawn care. And I think it's got a lot to do with the holiday season and also just the cold temperatures outside. There's just nothing really I can do right now. So what do you do when there's not much you can do outside physically? There's not a lot we can do. We're waiting on warmer temps. We're waiting on snow to melt. What's some of the things we can do? Before we get into that, I just wanted to briefly tell you guys, part of the reason I've just not been putting out a lot of content is my wife and I, along with our church, we do what's called a Daniel fast every year. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but basically you put away all foods besides fruits, veggies, water, juices. And there's a little bit of fudging on that a little bit, to keep yourself on. We're not perfectly it's not Pharisee-like, or if you eat a piece of cheese, you're going to hell. It's not that strict, but you get the gist of it. That's the main things you try to focus on with an extra effort towards prayer and reverence toward the Lord and drawing closer to Him spiritually while putting away the food our body really craves and wants. And one of the biggest challenges for me every year is the caffeine. You guys know I love my Orange Monster. I'm trying. It's a love-hate relationship. I love in the mornings when it's dark outside and I'm going to work in my truck and I got the heat on. I love that Orange Monster to give me a little boost to go. I love that. I like it. But can I do without it? Yes. And that's my main purpose of bringing this to you guys. Is just not to not to tell you everything about my life because a lot of you don't care, but I've been transitioning off caffeine. And so it's a physical struggle. The headaches are the worst thing about it. And so I finally, yesterday was the first day I didn't have to pop an Excedrin to kind of give me a little bit of caffeine to get rid of the major headaches. So the Lord is touching my body. I feel better is the point. So we're going through that and it's a blessing. It's a privilege. So just wanted to be aware of that. But as far as lawn care wise, the only thing, guys, I can really, when I'm looking back at some of the older videos I used to do around this time, we talk about killing weeds. We talk about pre-emergent, getting ready. What's the next steps we need to do? And so the only encouragement I would really, truly give if you're brand new to lawn care, your advice that I would give you would be to really be looking in a book like a lawn care plan, like from Alan Hain, like from GCI Turf, or someone local in your region that puts out a lawn care plan. Really start studying that thing. If you're trying to really, it's new to you, you're wanting to get out in spring and have a nice looking lawn, you're probably not in that mode now, but there may be a few people out there. I would really be looking over the lawn care book. Okay, when am I going to go do my pre-emergent? Am I going to do pre-emergent? Can I do pre-emergent grass seed at the same time? Well, no, they'll cancel each other out. What do I need to do here? You're getting a plan developed basically of attack for the spring. Some people, you guys have commented, many of you like to seed in the spring. I'm not one that's really ever done that. Overseeding, sure, I can see that, but I've never even done overseeding in the spring. I do all my seeding in the fall, my repair, let it do all its thing over. Some of you disagree, and that's totally fine. So you're developing a plan of action. What are the soil temperatures I'm looking for right now? When am I looking to put down my pre-emergent? If I choose to put down pre-emergent, on that topic, one of the things I've not seen a whole lot in my lawn, and I've not walked it a ton, is poa-triv. I really saw a lot of poa-triv last year and the year before. This year, I've really not seen a lot of poa-triv. I don't know if that has to do with the environment, with the fertilizer I've used. We've done mainly urea, the 30-00 from GCI Turf with some biochar in it, excuse me. So I don't know, but I've not seen a lot of Poa annua, and I've not seen a lot of poa-triv. So glory to the Lord for that. But you're getting a plan together for the spring. Now, if you're a seasoned veteran, you're probably already on top of that. You know your routine. You know what works for you. You know the sections of your lawn that give you trouble. As we've talked about previously, you may want to check the sections of your lawn that are brown right now. Okay, I've got warm season grass right here. It's creeping in from my neighbor's side. I need to be aware of that. Am I okay with that? Do I need to fight that? Do we need to look at some herbicides to fight that, like Fusilade? It's a challenge. It's a challenge to get that herbicide down and in the ground properly without hurting the other good grass. But which way do I want to go with that? Researching that stuff. There's a lot of research and a lot of education that we can do during the winter months to learn about what we're going to actually physically do when it comes to the springtime in our fescue lawn. So the other thing is just buying things that you may want to try this year. We know that it's going to be hot. It's always hot every summer here in North Carolina. Do I want to use Hydrotane this year? This is the time to get it before it sells out. If I'm going to try Hydrotane again, that's a mixed bag of opinions there as well. Some type of wetting agent. You guys know what I'm speaking of here. We talked about in the last video, biostimulants. How do I feel towards biostimulants? Do I want to try them this year? Do I not? Do I need to save money? What is my money situation? That's always a key factor in the herbicides we buy, how much of a product we have on hand, right? So we're thinking about all these things. So that's my thoughts on this video today, is just kind of looking ahead and preparing what items, and I need to do this as well. I need to get me some more Speed Zone for weed killing. That's probably, if with me not doing a pre-emergent, I'm for the first time, I think ever at this home, I'm not doing a prodiamine app in the spring. That could be very bad, because with a very hot summer, we could be dealing with a lot of crabgrass. But I want to see, how does my lawn handle no pre-emergent? Is there a difference? When will I see a difference? Will I see crabgrass start coming up? But when we do our pre-emergent, now please don't do what I do just because you're like, well, I'm going to be like Mr. Ferguson. He's not doing it. I don't need to do it because I'm on his level. It's not like that. What I would encourage you to do is examine, do you want to deal with crabgrass in the later months? Do you have a thick, lush enough lawn to be able to filter the crabgrass out, or is it likely there's going to be pockets of crabgrass come? Do you feel like that? Have you done pre-emergent every year? Have you never done pre-emergent? We need to think about these things. What about dithiopyr versus prodiamine? Which one do I need to use? So I've done prodiamine every year here in my lawn, and I never really have a crabgrass problem ever. So if I see crabgrass on my lawn this upcoming spring and into the summer, it will definitely be, wow, there is such a difference in my lawn when I don't use pre-emergent, and I'll be doing it next year. So it's another YouTube test that I'm going to be showing you guys, a non-pre-emergent lawn. What are we going to see out there? Now, there may be a couple weeds here and there, and it's like big deal. Unless you get down into the nitty-gritty of the lawn, you can't even tell. We'll see. We'll find out together. So preparing, getting a plan together is basically the point of this video. What is your plan? Do you have a plan? I'm going to be looking at getting more herbicide. I think I'm going to try CK and RGS. And maybe look at a gallon of microgreen, possibly. Again, How do you know which biostimulants to use, Mr. Ferguson? When we're talking about micronutrients, you're talking about mainly, I'm looking at the iron in that. I don't really care about increasing my micronutrients, and my macro is what you really care about, N, P, and K. You guys clearly said that on the last video, and that's true. The micronutrients, not really that important, but what about the iron in there? Something else like Green Effect. It's a high, I think 7% iron with urea in it. That's something else we can do there. So getting a plan together. What's some of the items I may want to play around with this year? I think I might want to play around with some Green Effect this year. I think I need to look at my nozzle situation. I didn't tell you guys this, but last time I did a spray, I was having some issues with my backpack sprayer. I'm hoping it was just a hiccup. I just put it away. I was like, Lord, I hope I don't have to buy a new backpack sprayer. But our equipment, we may have to look at in 2025, getting new equipment, adjusting, fixing new equipment, or purchasing new equipment. So putting together a budget for the lawn care if you're someone that cares about such things. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm hoping we can have some activities. I'm praying, Lord, guide me in this channel as far as acknowledging you, but also in what we need to do content-wise. I've always put out 3 a week, boom, 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 and I've really slowed down, and I've enjoyed it. And I'll be honest with you guys, enjoying time with the family. But it really, in this January month, I'm seeking more of my Creator, and more than doing and putting out content, I'm seeking the face of the Lord Jesus Christ. I need Him. My wife needs me to need Him, and in my life for our marriage, and my kids need me to seek after Him. My parents, my church, you get the point. So God bless you guys. Kind of a weird lawn care video. Hopefully this setup doesn't freak out a lot of people. Probably nobody will watch it, but comment below. I will leave links to GCI, to Yard Mastery if you guys are interested. Some of the affiliates that I'm associated with are great people. They're great small businesses. Check them out. If you want to go ahead and build up a stash for this coming fall, when we finally can get out there and enjoy the lawn with some warmer weather, get rid of all this snow and freezing rain and frost, man. Not my thing. But God bless you guys. We'll see you next time.